What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In this video I want to talk about testosterone replacement therapy and parenting. Basically, um, injecting in front of your kids. Is that something you should do or not? Is obviously a preference or an opinion. At first I figured, you know what, I should probably not inject in front of my kids, because I was worried, they're gonna think something's wrong with me, or they might think it's okay to start injecting themselves in the future, just because it's programming at such a young age. And I guess it's always possible, but my kids are young, but they're not that young. They're in between 8 and 10. And I was like, you know what? I'm pretty transparent with them right now. I want to be very truthful with them up front, and I think the sooner they learn it, the better. And if they understand what it is that what I'm doing, I think it'll just be better programming as they grow up. So when they're at a certain age, let's say my son is like, well, dad injects testosterone, maybe if I do the same thing, I can get muscles too. But I think as long as I continue to repeat in his head, like, this is not really needed, it's just really for my mood and other things besides muscle. And yes, it can help out with muscle, but this is not something that you want to do unless you really need it. And obviously I don't tell them like, oh, my libido is low at such a young age, and I can understand that. But as they get older, I certainly will. So it's just one of those things that cross your mind as a parent, like, should I inject in front of the kids or not? Because I do it twice a week, and while I'm injecting, one of my kids walked by in the hallway, and they like, what is that, Daddy? What are you doing? That's a needle. Like, it's crazy. And it's another thing is, I grew up hating needles. I just hated needles, and all the way up until I got on testosterone, I hated needles. And it's not until I became desperate enough to put a needle in my body in order to cure my low to no libido is when I started getting over the fear of shots and needles. And kids should, at least could, potentially overcome their fears of needles just by watching me do it. Like, oh, look, it really doesn't hurt that bad. It's just when you relax yourself and you do it, actually sometimes it doesn't hurt at all. And because they're used to their vaccines and stuff like that, and they freak out. But the more they see it, when they go to get their vaccine, they're like, well, Daddy does this all the time, and he's relaxed and he does it and it's fine, so maybe I can relax because he's fine. There's nothing wrong here. It's just going to help us in the long run. So anyways, that was just a little short video I wanted to get off my head here, just because it was just something that you think about, and it's a question that will come up if you have kids and you have testosterone laying around the house, or you got needles in the trash and stuff like that, because they're going to see it eventually, unless you're really good at hiding it, which is possible. You could do that. Let me know what you guys think, your thoughts on that. Do you think it's bad to inject in front of your kids, or, like I said, is it okay? And it's actually might benefit them in the long run of overcoming the fear of needles and wanting to understand it, things like that. I don't know. I'm sure there's some stuff I haven't covered. Feel free to comment. Let me know your thoughts. I'll see you guys on the next video. Later.